Good evening. This is Pat Premick. I am coming to you from Chiang Mai, Thailand. After having lived in China for 11 years, Taiwan for almost four and a half, I got here February 18th. So, gosh, coming up on 7 months, and in many respects, certainly still getting settled. I didn't get into my own house until mid-June. And so my primary ministry at the moment is language learning and culture, which is going great. I mean, I am stunned by that, quite frankly, because I had to work my tail off for so many years to get Chinese. But now that Chinese is actually really helping me with my Thai, and so that is it's just a real delight. And my teacher's just so excited. He regularly compliments me because I work at it, right? I give myself homework, I practice, I'm looking at vocabulary, practicing out with people on the street. So that's primary ministry. Um, I will tell you that I professionally I'm an engineer and more type A than not, although that's tempered a bit being in Asia now. And so Tuesday morning in my devotions, every morning at 7 o'clock, I have a note on my calendar about praying for my ministry of what God has in store and for my teammates. And I have certain scriptures that I pray for. And so it was about, okay, God, I'm ready to go, right? Making contacts with finding out what is the ministry that I'm going to be doing here. So I am anxious about that, trying to get something going. Within a short period after that, devotions that new version I'm reading this devotion this week is a book by John Mark Comer called The Elimination of Hurry. I'm like, oh, maybe I need to slow down, right? Because I've been about discernment and divine connections. And shortly after that, I contacted a person that I've been waiting to get to an introduction to this ministry. And the person says, yeah, I don't work there anymore. I've quit. And the situation was things being exposed that aren't biblical. And this person trying to get things changed, and board of directors like, no, just pat them on the head and just keep doing what you're doing. And this person's like, no, this is not biblical. I don't want to be associated with this. And then shortly after that, another person who's been here for 15 years and says, hey, Pat, just so you know, you probably shouldn't tell the nationals that you're a missionary, because a lot of missionaries here have a terrible reputation because of how they're living their life. And so I'm back to, okay, back up. It's about discernment, because there's so many missionaries here, there's so much ministry here, but I really, really, really need God's direction. And so I don't want to go ahead of him. And so it is backing up, and it's like, okay, God, I'm going to continue to pray. I'm continue to pray for the divine connections. I continue to make connections. I'm in a community Bible study group, which is a group of people that for most of them I don't know. I'm in a small group with my church, which is Thai English church. So getting connected there. I just went to a first time in my life. I potentially I'm in a climbing club now, right? So climbing wall with no ropes and no harnesses, right? So I'm a bit sore today. But another group of people, so trying to get connected, and what does God have in store? Um, I was just on another Zoom call with my own organization, Mesa Global. We are starting, and in fact, potentially Diana has been involved in this servant leadership training and development for our organization. And so I will be involved in that as servant leadership coach coming in November. It's actually here in my city. So being engaged in that. And big event this weekend. My Chinese family are graduating with their master's degrees, and I've been asked to consider doing a servant leadership course with them. So again, discernment, what does God have in store, making connections. And so really need that clarity and discernment. But right now, really loving life, loving my language learning. Like, who knew at this age, um, trying new things, my Clifton Strengths Finder #1 learner is fully engaged and learning on so many different levels between the culture, different activities, people, different countries. You know, I've never been involved in a country that's done so much ministry in like Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar, Burma, and all that kind of stuff. So, whole lots of learning and just learning the history of this country and how that has impacted the country and just the whole government situation here. So, so much to learn. Life is well. Looking forward to having some visitors.
Love to visit. We're planning on
Love to have. Yes.
it.